Aramaic and Palestinian Targum, Deuteronomy chapter 14. As beloved children before the Lord your God, you shall not make lacerations in your flesh, nor make bare the crown of the head upon your foreheads, and on account of the soul of the dead. Jerusalem text says, you are beloved children before the Lord your God. Do not make diverse wounds for strange worship, nor cause baldness above your forehead to mourn for a person who is dead. For you are to be a holy people before the Lord your God. The Lord your God hath chosen you to be a people more beloved than all the people who are upon the face of the earth. You may not eat of anything that for you is abominable. These are the animals which you may eat, oxen and lambs of the ewes, such as are not blemished or are unclean. The kids of the goats unmixed with what are unclean. Harts and antelopes and fallow deer, rock goats, rems, wild oxen and prygargs, and every animal that hath the divided hoof and horns, and that cleaveth the cleft. Bring up the cud among the animals, that you may eat. Jerusalem text says, which bringeth up the cud among animals, that you may eat. But of these you may not eat that bring up the cud, or of those who only have the divided hoof, the cast thing, the embryo, which hath two heads, or a double back, things which are not to be perpetuated of the same species, nor the camel, the hare, or the coney, because they chew the cud, but do not divide the hoof, they are unclean to you. The swine, because though he hath the hoof divided, and there is none produced that like him divided the hoof, and yet cheweth not the cud, is unclean to you. Of their flesh you may not eat, nor touch their dead bodies. But this you may eat, of all that are in the waters, whatever has fins to move, as by flying, and scales upon its skin. And though some of which may fall away, yet if there remain on under its jaw, another under its fin, and another under its tail, that you may eat. But whatever hath neither fins nor scales, you may not eat. It is unclean to you. Every bird which hath a vesicle or crop, which may be picked away, and which bird is longer than a finger, and not of the rapacious kind, you may eat. But these are they which you may not eat: the eagle, the ossifrage, the osprey, the diather, lammergeier, black or white, which is a bird of prey, a kind of vulture. Jerusalem text says, and these are they which you may not eat: the eagle, the sea eagle, ossifrage, and the osprey, and the rook, the heron also, and the vulture after his kind. And every raven after his kind, the owl, the nighthawk, the cockatoo, the falcon after his kind, the great owl, and the seagull, catcher of fish from the sea, and the night owl, and the cormorant, white or black, and the pika, and the stork, white or black after its kind, and the heathcock, and the bat. Jerusalem text says, and the white diather, and the ibis according to its kind, and the heathcock, and the bat. And all flies, bees and wasps, and all worms of vegetable and pulse, which come away from materials of food, and fly as birds, are unclean to you. They may not be eaten. But any clean beasts you may eat. You shall not eat of anything that is unclean through the manner of its death. You may give it to the uncircumcised stranger who is in your cities to eat it, or sell it to a son of the Gentiles. For you are a holy people before the Lord your God. It shall not be lawful for you to boil, much less to eat, flesh with milk, when both are mixed together. Be mindful to the fruitage of whatever cometh forth, and which you gather in from the field year by year, not giving the fruit of one year for the fruit of another. Jerusalem text says, My people of the house of Israel, thing you shall tithe all the produce of your seed, of that which you sow upon the face of the field, and gather in the produce of each year. Israel, my people, it is not lawful for you to tithe and eat the fruit of one year along with the fruit of another year. And the second tithe ye shall eat before the Lord your God in the place which he shall choose to make his Shekinah to dwell there. The tenths of your corn, your vines, and your oil, and likewise the firstlings of your oxen and sheep, that you may learn to fear the Lord your God all the days. And if the way be too great for you to be able to carry the tenth, because the place which the Lord thy God will choose for his Shekinah to dwell there is too distant for you, when the Lord thy God shall have blessed thee, then thou mayest make exchange for it into silver, and bind the sum in thy band, and proceed to the place where the Lord thy God shall choose, and give the silver for anything that thy soul pleaseth, of oxen, sheep, wine new or old, or whatever thy soul desireth. And you shall eat there before the Lord your God, and rejoice, you and the men of your house. And the Levite who is in your cities forsake not, for he hath not a portion or a heritage with you. At the end of 3 years you shall bring forth all the tenths of your produce for that year, and lay them in your cities. And the Levite, because he hath no part or heritage with you, and the stranger, the orphan, and the widow who are in your cities, shall come and eat and be satisfied, that the Lord your God may bless you in all the works of your hands that you do. Amen. It's the end of the reading. Blessed be his name.